Shalom, first and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Har Chakvadash. Double honor to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopeful elect, shalom unto you. Your brothers required with a quick video. This should be quick and straight to the point. And it's the spirit, how since 2025 has begun, there's been, different situations happening that you just got to be, the Spirit is telling us to be aware and to be circumspect, okay? And stand on business, if you will. And I don't mean that how the world means it. I mean, take care of your business and get back to what you got to take care of, okay? The things that matter, where you need to be at. And being out amongst these people, matter of fact, I have a couple of scriptures that come to mind. It's not going to be, the energy you're looking for. All right? Because these people are in a time that they're getting judged, and we don't want to be partakers of that. All right? Let me start where it begins. Most brothers' video started here. Ephesians, I'll elaborate more along the way. I even thought of a couple scenes in movies. I might try to grab one. May extend the video, but hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. So, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, it says, "See that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." Yeah, these end times are evil. It's a time of judgment where the Heavenly Father Yahweh is judging the earth. All right, for all his matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Bear with me. 2 Editors 15. The point is 6, so I read that. You can see what the rest says, though, right there. It says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." Okay? So if you are around Jake, when Jake's doing his thing, man, this is a time of judgment. You don't want to be around these situations. You look at what happened in New Orleans. Everybody's gathered up, doing their thing, on the Broadway, so to speak. Okay, and then boom, truck, mashes down the street, and there's victims involved. Okay, and, then there was one girl looked like she was in her phone and got and caught the rough end of it. All right. Then you go to this explosion over here at Trump Tower in Vegas, and what do you get? As right before, moments before the explosion, there was a man standing right there waiting on Uber or something. I don't know what he was doing. Okay, standing right there, and who knows, man? He wasn't. He probably not thinking nothing different. But hey, we need to be in the spirit to be able to see these things, man. We got angels protecting us. There's certain things that they'll be like, hey man, just go inside, or go or stand further down there, or whatever the case may be, if you be in that situation. But in these times where politics has been so radicalized, this is not the time to be around political situations. Okay, people, man, this is probably one of the worst political seasons ever. And I used to do a little bit of political work. Okay, a couple years back, people were like, "Hey, man, willing to fight if you voted for Trump and not Joe Biden, and vice versa." Okay, I mean, it's crazy how these situations are playing out, and these people are so mad, if you will, and crazed is another way to say it. Okay, over who their favorite team is, whether their team's the best team or not for them. All right, that's how people are treating it. So let's go back into Ephesians. All right, I'm gonna read down, and then I'll get into a couple of translations of a few verses. It says, verse 17 of KJV, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahweh is." Okay, and when we read these prophecies, we know this is a time of judgment, and we know these people got to catch it, man. Okay, what will I have if it be not already kindled when Yahweh Shai returns? Okay, when he returns, hey, it's got to be chaos on the earth, man. Okay, well, that's what the scriptures are talking about in the prophetic end of this thing. All right, lots of judgment. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Okay, with the Holy Spirit, right? Now let's move back up and hit that word. Get a couple translations. Okay, yeah, that's a good one too. But we'll hit them as we go down into these different translations. NLT said in the 15th verse, so be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Okay, and being here in Vegas, when I first moved to Vegas, yeah, we'd go out, we'd have a good time, we'd be out in the crowd a little bit, you know. We wouldn't be breaking any biblical laws or nothing like that. Okay, but we just be out enjoying ourselves, have a drink, go for a walk, be entertained a little bit, mingle in the crowd a little bit. Well, them times aren't these times. We would go out, brothers might go out and, you know, go to a club or whatever, but now the times for that is not out like that no more. Now brothers we go eat, we do our thing, and we go home. Okay? Not saying you can't do anything, but just be circumspect how these things play out. All right? And it says, be careful how you live. But when you jump down, matter of fact, there was another one. Yeah, CSB, be careful, pay careful attention then and how you walk, not as unwise people, but as wise. So knowing that the times are evil, you got to be watching out, man. This internet puts some things into people's mind that you never imagined. Cars just coming the wrong. Here in Vegas, man, there's been so many cars driving the wrong way on the freeway. You playing up the radio, texting or something, and then the car hits you because they went on the off ramp. They came on the freeway on the off ramp and going down the freeway the wrong direction. Okay, tires falling off of trucks, bouncing through and hitting people, man, walking down the street. Okay, the internet got all kind of final destination type endings for people. Okay, the Most High is very creative when it comes to this thing. Okay, now when you get all the way down to the AMP, I'm gonna go straight to the it says, therefore see that you walk carefully, living life with honor, purpose, and courage, right? Shunning those who tolerate and enable evil. Don't be around the 2/3, man. Don't be around Edomites too heavy. If you gotta go to work, you gotta do your thing around certain people, you can't control that. But when you out in your own, like, you know, like I'm already telling my woman, like, hey, don't be at the store at night. If you gonna go before the sun go down, or come get me, or let me go, or take somebody with you, something, man. Okay, don't just be at the store like that. Not that she's a target, but hey, still, I'd rather have somebody with her, right? It says, not as the unwise, but as wise, sensible, intelligent, discerning people. Okay? And you have to discern people, who to engage with, who not to. And this is the scene that comes to mind when I think of it. Let me see if I think I'm gonna try to grab it, see if they have it, and then I'll play it after the disclaimer. But let me see if they even have it on YouTube. All right, I got it. So fair use, fair use, fair use. This is not for monetary value. You know, not intended to make any money off of this. It's just for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Copyright disclaimer. All right, so it's the Beverly Hills Cop strip club scene. Okay, let me play it.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Circumspect. Now, one of my favorite scenes, things about this scene, is how he knew the mature one, the elder fellow of the cops, you know, he can take him seriously, but he knew the young one, he was naive, he wouldn't have picked up on it. Okay? But watch how this plays out. For you that haven't seen this movie, okay, a lot of us, you know, as soon as I showed the image, you already knew what it was. And know the scene, iconic scene. But watch.
Dagger. See that guy over there in the black coat? Black jacket? Yeah. Well, it's June. Don't you think it's kind of hot for a long black leather coat? Yeah, a bit. Yeah. Nigga was parking over there. He just came in together. Something getting ready to go down. Why don't you go over there and cover that guy for me, all right? What's going on? Go check out this asshole at the bar. Billy over here is gonna make sure that I behave. Somebody tell me what's going on.
And look at his eye, right? Serious. Okay? So, very discerned on the situation. Another testimony, you know, my uncle went to a bank. He recognized a similar situation just like this. They're in a bank though, and the guy is all nervous and he's fidgeting and he's got a big jacket on, it's hot outside. So he's like, in case something goes down, he puts his wallet in the planter on the way in, because there was, you know, in the 90s they had big planters and whatnot in there. Well, a few moments later, the guy starts robbing the place, but he only robbed the wallets. Instead of robbing the bank, they like grabbed, one of them grabbed money from behind the counter. The other guy was grabbing the wallets of the people. Okay, so what he did is he's like, oh, I ain't got nothing. He was like, all right, whatever. He couldn't bother because he didn't have nothing on him, right? So after this went on, they left out, and everybody like, oh my God, he's got my wallet, he's got my ID and my license, and he knows where I live, and blase blase blah. My uncle went right over to the planter, grabbed his wallet, and walked out, and drove off. He didn't want to get caught up, and it was funny. This guy, he was like, I didn't want to get caught up, you know, standing up there with the cops all day, but just in case, it just didn't look right. That guy looked broke, and he didn't look like he fit in the bank at that time. All right, so being circumspect in these times is no different, man. Okay, it starts off with being sober. Let me, brothers been getting this as well. 1 Peter 5:8, KJV says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Hey, man, these people are walking around with these demons and evil spirits on them. CERN didn't open up the porthole, and now demons is running wild, and these people have become rest havens, okay, for these evil spirits. Okay, so they're easy for them to hop on you. I did a video before, and I'll bring it up in this one, from the movie Fallen, okay, with Denzel Washington. Okay, the more you conduct yourself in evil spirits around evil energy, you can be overtaken by that. Okay, even if a demon just hops on you, it makes you more susceptible by not living a righteous life. All right, just your own folly could allow a demon or two to hop on you. Sometimes we got demons hanging around us, you know, waiting for the moment that you let your guard down just to hop on you. Okay, and the NLT says, stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. And is that somebody in with a red pitchfork and a tail and all that, and horns? No. Okay, it's a spiritual thing. Okay, the 6th chapter of Ephesians says spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, it's spiritual, so you got to be aware of that more than anything. All right, that's the most important part. So being aware when you're out, being aware who you're with, being aware who you know what you're really getting yourself into. Hey man, you know, you look at these different diseases, disease X and H1N1 and all these other things that's going around, bird and all of that. There's even some sexual stuff going around. are being passed around like that. Okay? So the discernment is very important nowadays, man. Okay? Just trying to get you some from a female. The scripture, Paul warned us, hey man, if you don't have a woman, don't seek to have one. Because he that have a woman will have trouble in the flesh. But if you have one, don't seek to be loose. Because most men seek to be loose from a wife so they can go hop on with another wife or another woman. Okay, so trying to stay away from them situations. Okay, now we know that there's a time coming that, there's certain ones you got to be able to discern. There's certain ones that's going to start cleaving unto you, especially the way 2025 coming in. They start realizing who you are. They start seeing what you about, the way you live, and they start seeing that you live a good lifestyle and all that, and they're going to want to cleave. Okay? And this may be, for some men in some situations, the moment where you actually get to know this person a little bit. Maybe. If it fits into what your situation is, if it's a wise thing. But overall, you can't just be out there wanting to play. Okay? If you're not seeking somebody that's worthy to make it into the kingdom of heaven, as one of the elect, hey man, let it go. If it's just something and that maybe you're burning or whatever, okay, I get it. Do your thing and get on. Okay? Not saying treat anybody half-assed, but trying to be super all lovey-dovey and holding hands, walking down the strip and all that time is out. Going out on all these dates and, sailing and flying out of the country. Man, all that time, man, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. If the Spirit told you to do that, if you're going to see brothers, that's different. But if you're just going on vacations and not, man, the economy ain't that way. The climate ain't that way. Okay? Yeah, that was another scripture I was thinking. Damn, it was another one I was thinking. I don't want to forget it. I forgot it. Let's see if I could come up with it. But yeah. All right. So knowing that these are those types of times. Okay, I got one. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, that's what's coming to the people of the earth. So we can't be, so we can't be mingling around with these people hanging out. Let me see if I can find the one I'm thinking. Sirach 9 verse 11 says, envy not the glory of a sinner. And being out in these clubs and in this crazy, in these nightclubs, and out at the party and these, and all of that, that's for them, man. That's for the world. Not saying you can't enjoy the game, not saying you can't go have a beer, but the wiser thing to do, go get you a bottle, go to the house and turn it on at the house, man. Invite your lady over, a couple brothers over or whatever, and be in good company. Okay? It's a better way to handle that than to be out in public with random people on edge, people losing it. Okay? It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. Okay? And keep thee far from the man that have power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy. Hey man, sometimes just let people have it. Sometimes, hey man, hey boss, you got it, man. You got it, chief. You got it, man. Go and do your thing, boss. And peace, man. You going to taking the lowly, humble route is a wise thing, man. Being brash and I'm a king of the earth, man. I'm supposed to, man. All that outwardly is not the move, man. Okay, a lot of these volatile ass jakes is walking around with a whole lot of testosterone. They ain't getting enough pussy or whatever else going on with them. Okay, because the dating scene is shitty, but they got all this feminine energy going around too, because they raised by their mamas. Testosterone, that's an imbalance, so it's coming out all weird. Jake been holding guns and just crazy nowadays. Any little thing can set Jake off. Okay? So Jake be all on edge all the time. They look at you and they get jealous just because you look confident. And man, I ain't got time to be around that no more. I understand some of you young men, you want the experience, but this ain't the time no more. Hey, the Most High is telling you in the spirit that it wasn't for you to be in that energy. Okay, some of us are old enough to where we got to experience a little bit of that, but hey, that time's over. Got some in the world, got some a little bit in the truth, and now the time's up. Okay? Believe me, now the time is up. If you really meeting somebody, the Most High knows how to put things together. He knows how to make people cross paths. You be going to the going to the library looking for a certain book, to bank off the scriptures, and run into the librarian or somebody that the Most High wants you to be with. That may be of the elect. Put you with her or her daughter or who knows, man. Okay. Just saying, we gotta be catching. Places that have the better energy. Being around all that nigga drill music and then flashing hypnotizing lights and man, nobody got time for that shit no more. Okay? I done seen Jake's, hey man, a former guy in this place, he just went back to Compton and he came back with demons on him. Okay? Came back, tried to show up and be out there with us while we was holding camp, and didn't have his sword, didn't have a garment, nothing no more. The other guy went back was living the nightlife and out at the witching hour and whatnot, and he ended up going right back into the world. So you don't know what can pull you out, but being into all these other situations, man, these ungodly situations can really do you some detriment, man. All right? And understand, these death angels may not be looking for you, but you can get caught up. Okay? It may not be for you to get tested and caught up. This is when we're supposed to... That's the other one. Let me grab it right now. Yeah, this was another one that popped in my head. Just of what we're supposed to be doing and using it and being about in these times, man. We're going to be stable. We're supposed to be finding our faith in things that make us stable in these times. Not being in this unstable ass world and unstable situations of the world. That's not what this time is about. Okay, that old have fun and good vibe time, that's over. We'll have that while the world is in turmoil, and Yahweh Bashim Yahshua will give us that. In simple things. I remember the other one as well. Isaiah 33 verse 6 in the KJV says, "And knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times." Don't think, if I get some pussy this week before the world ends, or if I can just get this and that. Man, all that ain't the priority no more, man. That ain't the priority no more. Okay, the priority now is to live a simple, basic life, man. Okay? Just a simple, basic life. So you're not even in situations like that. But when you are out, when you drive in a car, hey man, people done took this jab. You gotta watch cars going off the road, speeding and all that, drinking and driving. All that's gotta be out, man. Can't be doing that. Okay? Can't be doing that. Jake gotta be under control. All right? Last thing you need, any of us need in this ministry. Okay, and of course you want to keep this sentiment with your loved ones and those around you. Okay, that hey, drink at the event or drink at somewhere. Like me, I don't even drink if it's not somewhere that I'm about to be for a few minutes, man. I'm about to be there a little while. Okay, I'm not really out there like that. I don't even drink heavy no more. I'll drink when there ain't no driving out there no more. Okay, I drink at the Passac. Things like that. Okay? But otherwise, it's just not even in the spirit to just be getting Noah drunk, man. That Noah drunk spirit is out. Got to be in moderation. Go, get nice. Hey, enjoy your time, relax, and move on, man. But really, the time we're in, I can't even really put my guard down like that. I got to be kind of, sharp. I got to be sharp. I go in the grocery store and be sharp. Man, I might walk out of here. Somebody maybe, man, people will run up on you. I normally don't do this, but you know, I don't get paid till next Friday, and my kids are hungry and it's cold, and man, I'll be looking around to see if there's somebody in the car sliding around trying to, you know, man. These are the times we're living in, and there's already people getting followed home from these casinos, from these grocery stores, from the bank. Okay? These things are already happening. All right? So as time gets rougher and harder and more austere, of course it's going to get worse, right? It says, then what knowledge and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, knowing that the Lord can judge anybody, and you can get caught up in that judgment just for not being on point. Okay? In the NLT, it says, in that day he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord is your treasure. All right? The other one is, Sirach 39. And one it says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, not to being out in the public, hanging out, having a good time around the ungodly. Okay? And is occupied in the meditation thereof. I'm too busy thinking on what it is, and I'm not going to be in public meditating. Okay? When I go out in public, I go to the gym, I go to the park. Okay? Get a little sunshine, get a little stretch, maybe a little exercise. Okay? Certain energy and certain times of the day and certain energy, man, you're not going to find a bunch of crazy people in these places. Okay, then I go to work and get on my business and be back, man. I ain't got time for much else. Okay? It says, we'll seek out the wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. Yeah, I don't even feel comfortable doing a video in public if I'm not somewhere where I feel comfortable being at. Okay, if it's a lot of foot traffic, nah, man, I can't do it. If I can't step away and have some peace and speak freely, I don't want to do it. Okay? And if I had to be in the house to be comfortable to do these videos, hey, then I'm gonna be in the house. If I gotta be in the car in certain parking lots, I won't be sitting there doing that. Okay? Yep, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. Yeah, and how do you do that, man? You gotta spend your time with your mind on the Lord. Spend your time in these scriptures. Okay, let me get this one. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 38:24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. Now, what do you do in your leisure? A lot of brothers is spending time with the Lord in their leisure, doing videos, going reading, praying. You know, I'm not saying brothers don't go out and have a good time. They take the woman out or whatever they may do, hang out at the house, watch a movie, whatever else, have a drink even. But at the end of the day, is Jake just going, I'm going to the Super Bowl in New Orleans, man. I can't wait to be there. I'm about to be in the middle of the 50-yard line, and I'm spending my money on that. And yes, that's not me, man. If that's you, hey, more power to you. If that's on your spirit and the spirit is with you to do that, hey, yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm that's not where I'm at. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm doing right now. Okay? And that time, I don't even watch sports like that. I mean, I catch a few highlights here and there, but I'm not, as far as sitting down and just, I'm about to watch the All-Star game. I'm about to watch Super Bowl. Man, we hold camp on the day that them games come on. Okay? Continuing on, it says, and he that have little business shall become wise. Okay? The more you can stay away from having business to do in the streets and go, you can take care of your business and be done with that, you're going to have that extra time and you're going to spend it in becoming wise, being occupied in prophecy. Okay, and I'll close with this scripture, Matthew chapter 6. Straight to the point, 33, it says, but seek ye, this is KJV, but seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you, food, clothing, shelter, raiment, all those things, right? Take no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Be in the moment, man. Be aware. Be sharp. Look around. Understand what types of, there's certain corners, certain paths to down streets that I don't take because I don't like the intersection. It's too busy. Too many bus stops on this corner. Too much foot traffic on this corner. Liquor store, crazy gas station. Okay, I won't even get gas at a crazy gas station. Okay, I don't care how convenient. I'll drive 4 or 5 miles and structure my business around that, not to get caught up at a bad gas station, man. Okay, just so I'd rather go to one or right on the outskirt. Okay, the price may be a little bit more, but it's worth the peace of mind being at this gas station at this time of day rather than being at the nigga gas station where niggas is buying 40s and blunts, kid, and they just sitting there doing their thing and panhandling out the door, and teenagers want you to buy them a beer, and man, I ain't got time to be dealing with that. Okay? Blunt entrails all in the parking lot, littering everywhere. Okay? I look at those things and I know better. He take care of his shit in his neighborhoods. Okay? I don't like being around that. Like the apostles say, Apostle Harlan said, man, I see Jake come down the street, I cross the street. I don't even want to be involved with it. Okay? For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. It's enough, is what I was about to say, sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Look, let me read it in the NLT. Seek the kingdom of God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, above all else, and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Keep your focus on what you got to take care of today, and get back to the lab to give to work, man. Okay, get in, get your rest. I don't have time. I don't have the money to be out spending money like that. I don't have the time to be all over town doing this and that. I just don't have it. Okay, so what I try to do is just try to go take care of my business. We got to run some errands over here. We got to run down there and do this. Okay, do those things. Go get to my routine in my day. Boom, boom, boom. Get back to the house and be in the house, man. That's, boring as hell, but guess what? Safe in the spirit. So I can get back to into these scriptures, watching videos, okay, watching the news, being occupied in prophecy, man. Okay? Catch up with my family, that I'd rather be at the house, catching up with my family, seeing what's going on, or call my mom out of town, see how my dad doing out of town, so on and so forth, and just be done with it that way, man. The rest of it, I don't even need to be in the rest of the business or anything else. Okay? Going to go see what this is about and all that. Yeah, go to the movies, enjoy yourself, but hey, man, stay circumspect. See how he looked around and saw the guy, with the trench coat on in the middle of the summer? Hey, man, you got to be circumspect to see those things. It says, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. That's something that's been coming out. Yeah, you got to foresee a situation that just don't add up. Seeing demons on people. We get this rehearsal and practice at camp. We can see when somebody got demons on them. Okay, we can see when somebody just ain't right. They just out of place. And we don't have to stick around. All right, so I'm going to end it there. I want to get that out. Giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until the next one. Shalom.